Hello and welcome back to another video. And don't just love the retro gaming community. Aren't we all adults anymore? I thought we were adults. Some people choose not to be adults about things. So I was tagged in a tweet earlier on today. I'm following Pop of the eBegos, very funny. And Pandora magazine. I might jump back and forth a bit. Pandora magazine. Yeah, I've seen some of his videos, very funny videos. So anyway, I just saw this. I've been tagged in this tweet. Nice to see Kim Justice has decided to comment. And I thought, comment about what? It's about Lady Decade, of course. Shame nobody else has the balls to do this sooner, apart from Bomber Me TV. There's a very good video on his channel where he's talking about Tipster's terrible take on Lady Decade. It's a very lengthy video, goes on for about an hour and a half. I won't say he marks Tipster down for a lot of points, a lot of wrong things that he says. I won't say how many points he totals up, but halfway through the video he asks you to sort of comment below as to how many you think it's going to come out at. I guess 300. I was a little over, shall we say? But yeah, Tipster, my God, what a clown he is. Funky Spectrums. This is George Bum. I mentioned him a few videos ago, about a week or so ago. This guy's a fucking weirdo. Grunts through all his videos, like something just risen from the deep, the Black Lagoon perhaps. And he's the one who he's got several alt accounts. God, I sound like Darius talking about obsessed people who've got alt accounts. But yeah, George Bum, he has lots of real name's George Cropper. He's got lots, which is on the. Those are on the. That's not a secret. That's the name he uses on Facebook, and he uses that on. Well, he's not going to use George Bum, is he? And him and his alt accounts just tried to. I don't know. They're just fucking pain in the arse. Why am I saying they? It's him. He's the pain in the arse. He's got all these alt accounts. That was a few years ago. I imagine he's still doing it now. He was just moaning about the Vega Plus, and then he just decided to have a rant at me with his alt accounts. Anyway, I detailed that in a video a few days ago, about a week and a half ago, perhaps. And there seem to be a few people who are rather upset about that. Yeah, there's always some white knighters for the idiots, and God, there's plenty for funky for that shithead. And it's well deserved. If someone, I'll get along fine with anyone, but you start, being fucking weird to me, and then, I'm done with you. I'm not interested. I'm really not interested. I've got plenty normal people in this world. I haven't got time. I've turned 50. I haven't got time for just people pissing me about. DVDfeverGames is a very handsome chap. Canadian gamer. I just see CG. Bomber Me TV follows me. You don't follow me. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna sue you for £500 if you don't follow me. A few others for the first month. Hopefully, some more of the bigger YouTubers will now comment. Probably unlikely. It'd be funny if Top Hat Gaming Man commented on his own wife about the e-begging that he started. And I saw, Pop of the eBeggar Play Expo is going to be fun. Can't wait. I'll be the one holding the "We'll do anything for £500" placard. But I think I saw that. Yeah, I did reply after that. Do you think they'll dare turn up? I think they should have a chance to explain their side. And this is what I'm getting onto. Kim has blocked me. I wonder what's caused that. I always thought we got on fine. Of course, now I can't ask her because that's why she blocked me. I have no idea. And then I sort of scrolled up. I thought. Because the account owner limits who can view their tweets. That could mean someone's, if you don't follow them or if they don't follow you or whatever, then you can't read their tweets. I forgot what the term for that is now, but we were following each other because she wanted to DM me 3 years ago. So the first sort of interaction I had with, I've had to obviously go into another browser where I'm not logged in. The first interaction I had with Kim was, as you can see, May 2019. This was just a short time after Play Expo 2019 in Manchester. I'd seen a few of the retro people about, because they had a sort of. I mean, I can't speak for. I don't know whether Kim was part of this, but it was a sort of. It just looked like a sort of we're better than you showcase kind of thing, where they just put people on to talk about their wonderful retro careers and how they make a career out of. Do like Q&As, how they make a career out of just waffling about retro gaming stuff. Compare this to interviewing hard-working people in the gaming industry who have spent their lives making games, making life pleasurable for the rest of us when we were going through hell as kids. They're the real heroes. All the people who did that and did all the artwork for the games and all the rest of it. But then we've got now just a few, the people who've just made a career sitting on their arse and just doing absolutely fuck all apart from just waffle on about games. Part of me has sort of thought, what would it be like to sort of just be able to sit home all day, just waffling into YouTube about games? And it seemed like what a wonderful way to have a career. But then you sort of see, I mean, I'll throw in an example, RGT85. He left the job that he had. I remember, why I remember, I don't know, but I just sort of followed his story at the time. He was a pharmacy assistant, and he quit the job. I think he got to about 100, 200,000 almost subscribers on YouTube, and he decided to quit the job and do this full time, YouTube. And seems like a great idea. But then in the end of it, the only sort of videos he tends to get hits out of are ones where he's talking about Nintendo eShop sales, and similarly, it's just I don't know. You just sat there all day long at home, talking about games and feeding the algorithm. You got to think of something to say every day, just so people still find you relevant. And if you don't sort of keep up with that, or if you can't think of anything to say, then people stop watching your videos, and then you don't make as much money. We don't make that much money out of YouTube anyway. But then, hey, you got the Patreon. Lady Decade knows about that. And you just have to keep feeding the algorithm beast in order to keep at the job where you're staying home all the time. And so basically, your hobby becomes the job. So you'd quit the job, a normal job, so you could just pursue your hobby as a job, or just pursue your hobby as a hobby. I don't know who it was who said, find a job that where you love it, and then it no longer feels like a job. But then because you just have to keep working at the slog to find out what people want to watch, it just becomes like a job. And I'm quite sure there'll be a lot of people who just wish, God, I wish I just stayed doing a normal job. And after 2 years of the pandemic, working from home for a lot of the time, getting out more now. But if you're just working from home all the time, I always thought I'd enjoy that, and I did enjoy it at first. And then after 2 years, I just thought, I've had enough of this. I just want to get out and about again a bit more. So there we go. But then they haven't got that option now, because they're just spending all the time indoors feeding the algorithm beast. So yeah, well done, RGT. Anyway, so what Kim just, I have a sort of rule. I'm not saying it's not showing the contents of DMs, but what in general, what all Kim asked for was if she could use some of the footage of one of my videos of Play Expo 2019. It might have been part of the interview, or I don't know, something to do with Matthew Smith. I think it might have been part of the interview that he was showing, that he was doing. I can't remember now. But that was basically all it was. Just it'd be fair use and give a credit for me. And yeah, the fair use Lady Decade, fair use. I wonder if she knows what fair use is now. So yeah, perfectly fine. So we never really had any interaction since. And anyway, so I saw I've been blocked. I've no idea why. Obviously, I can't ask her. And then, so I just do a search for her username on Twitter and my name, DVD Fever, and I see this, 12th of November 2021. I'll just take a sip of my lager. I know Canadian Gamer usually has some blonde lady. So, yeah, you can imagine seeing a picture of Christopher Walken instead of a blonde lady. So Kim Justice says, funny how people in the retro community, I've no idea what prompted this. I'd love to know. I mean, funny how people in the retro community like DVD Fever, who constantly make bullshit accusations about people. I mean, come on, Kim. I mean, look, where's the punctuation in this? Funny how people in the retro community, comma, like DVD Fever, comma, who constantly make bullshit accusations about people, comma, usually have over 20 years of being a shithead under their belts. Fitting. So, what are you talking about, and why didn't you tag me so I could engage in a discussion with you? I mean, this sort of behaviour of slagging someone off behind their back is the sort of thing that would happen at school. Some kids would gang up on other kids. It seemed quite sad in the head then, and it's quite sad in the head now. I mean, given that both Kim and I are adults, and you expect adults to behave in an adult-like fashion, if she had any issues with me, why not have a discussion? I mean, of course, when kids started, just being twats at school, I didn't have any time for it, and I just thought, if I got the hint, if they started coming over to me like and expected me to react, I'd be like, oh, see you later, and I'd just go outside or something because I couldn't be asked. If they still want to try and engage in a conversation about it, same that this is a way to deal with bullies as well. If they start trying to engage in conversation or bully me about something, I'd start discussing widescreen aspect ratios with them. They would soon fall into a state of ennui, and I could just walk off, quite frankly. So I did see, around that time, I thought, I wonder if it's anything to do, because someone else at the Play Expo last time was our good old friend DJ Slopes. So I wonder if that's what it's about, because I realised when I looked it up, I was making videos about him in early November last year, about his I did it in 6 parts. His ridiculous interview with Tommy Tallarico, where he shilled for the Amico, and he just absolutely crawled up Tallarico's arse, and it was just absolutely fucking hilarious. It was great to make that video. The man who makes kick scammers videos couldn't see a scam in front of his face, or like DJC and that lot. They just wanted to have friendship from someone high up in the retro gaming community. Anyway, so then I had a look at some of the replies. Necronut, whoever that is. I mean, Christopher Walken, great actor, but I can't. There's no text there, so I don't know what you're supposed to be saying. Whoever Chris, that retro gamer, is, he just says this. So yeah, that's really helpful. Dry-witted games writer, blogger, YouTuber, writer for popular. So someone who, he's dry-witted games writer, but he can't think of anything to say. Well done, Chris. There's your moment of the spotlight. I got so tired of DVD Hairy Viking, whoever this is. Who is this? Does this anyone I know? I don't know. I got so tired of DVD Fever's self-promo posts on Facebook groups that I blocked them. Good to know my judgment wasn't misplaced. So, whenever I've made like gameplay videos for retro games, yeah, damn right, I've posted them on as many Facebook groups as I can. That's what it's there for. If you don't want to read them, you don't have to. There's plenty of other posts you can read. God, they're so pathetic. People just see their arse over something and then... Poor lads. And then whoever this Lord Arse, it looks like he's got a picture of... is that supposed to be... oh God, who's that idiot? Who's that idiot? Formula 1, Lewis Hamilton. Company director. Yeah, we're all company directors, fella. You mean you just sit on your ass in your pants playing video games? I think his posts were approximately 28% of all Facebook. I don't know, I didn't measure them, but if you did, more power to you. So anyway, so he says, so whatever Kim's hassle is, Lord Arse seems to have an issue. He seems to think I spam Facebook a lot. Well. Wellity. Now, before we have a look at Lord Arse's posting history, we'll get to the part of the bulk of the video in question, which is about Lady Decade. I know Canadian gamers sort of done a screenshot of his community page on this, and I will share one of the tweets that comes up about this. But she posted this video the other day. Which one do you prefer and why? So that you got a NES there and a Master System. So yeah, she's really struggling for that 500 quid. And she got about 1 billion. What day was this? She did it on 1st of September in the afternoon. So Thursday that was, and 3 o'clock. Well, yeah, 3 o'clock. It's time for A Place in the Sun. But you know, they're just showing repeats at the moment, so chances are she's seen it. And half the time they go, you know, they always go abroad somewhere. And well, she's spent enough time abroad lately, hasn't she? So, two of the brilliant replies that came out of this. We will get back on tracks shortly, but Hornheed said, out of the two, I would say the Master System, since it's that much closer to $500 when sold to pay a random bill. And finally, you're blocked. So she's blocked him. Yeah, it happens to the best of us, mate. She's still got that fetish foot picture, the foot fetish. So yeah, congratulations all round. And the other picture, I think this was a tweet that CG showed. Yeah, Jason Coding and things said, I'll take the lot for I think he means I'll take the lot for £470.52. Windy pops. Will you take £500? Do I detect some sarcasm there? 500 is a good deal, and it will help Lady Decade out of her financial troubles. Oh, my voice is gone. Everyone's a winner. Windy pops. So, who else replied, I wonder? Da, 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 da. Yeah. Oh, look, it's Lord Arse. I didn't have either. So this is, yeah, anyway, we'll just show the tweet. I didn't have either growing up. He said, expect from Atari ST, but I've had some experience with the SMS. So that's presumably Sega Master System, not short message service texting. Looking at the systems now, well, I'd say the NES was by far the better machine with more enjoyable games. So, this is someone who has 110,000 followers, 110,002 followers, and he'll know what's going on with Lady Decade, but he decides to simp for her. There's another tweet but did I include that one as well? Yes, there's a tweet that Lady Decade said, this game hasn't aged in 20 years, and she's showing FIFA Football 2002. And he replies, this is the best FIFA. So again, he's sucking up to Lady Decade. So anyway, so he said, all my posts are about 28% of Facebook. Well, wellity. So this is Lord Arse's 89,000 tweets. Just go to tweets and replies. Support you on coffee, no thank you. Wonder how much you're making on fucking Patreon. Maybe we can have a look, I wonder. Let's have a look. Lord Arse. He's not got Patreon. Reject all. Supporting with dollars. No, I'm trying to click on it. I thought it was going to take me somewhere else. So he doesn't have, but you can buy him a coffee, blah blah blah. Yeah, so he says I spam Facebook a lot. Blah blah blah. 2 hours ago. Is that Mark Hamill? I thought his Twitter thing was at Hamill himself. Maybe he changed it finally. 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Obviously ripping off someone else's hilarious picture there. 5 hours ago, blah 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 blah. That's not him, by the way. That's some other hairy lunatic, nostalgia nerd. Isn't he the guy who makes like about one video a year and still coins it in? So blah blah blah. So this is just today, as I record it. Then 4th of September, blah 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 blah. Then 3rd of September, blah 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 blah. Have we done with 3rd of September yet? No, we're still going. Blah 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 blah. And then we're down to 2nd of September. So yeah, he says my posts are about 28% of Facebook. I think his tweets are about 99% of Twitter. So we'll get on to the Lady Decade part. I mean, I'd love to know what Kim's issue is. 20 years of being a shithead? No. I mean, have you got 30 years of being a shithead? Yeah, take that. Yeah, yeah. Have it. Um, fuck knows. But hey, let's find common ground because we're all the haters here. Is this the first one? I think this is the first one. Yeah, we'll see what she's got to say. So she put this up on early morning on 5th of September. I won't go through all the tweets in reply because I mean at one point I'll go through some of them. We'll see. So here's the statement. So she will have appeared on stage presumably. Well, I don't know whether she appeared on stage. So I can't remember if I said earlier, but I did see her about at Play Expo 2019. Our first communication was via Twitter afterwards because I saw her about. I didn't say hello because you don't tend to say hello to people who you don't know. Otherwise, I'd be saying hello to everybody, and then they'd all be looking at me going, "Who the fuck is that?" Anyway, so I feel I need to put something up regarding. So you've taken a fucking month and a half to do this, bloody hell, Kim. I feel like I need to put something up regarding what has been a large elephant in the room in the retro scene since a couple of weeks ago. Large elephant? Is my ex around? Up, but tish. That being the whole situation with Top Hat Gaming Man, Lady Decade and Martin McNeil. Let's face it, it's not something that's going to go away anytime soon. Frankly, it hangs so heavily over the entire retro scene that something needs to be said. Well, you've taken your time. To be blunt, what Top Hat and Lady Decade did was wrong. That video should not have been made at all. Other people have detailed the contents of it plenty enough, but in the end it should not have been made. Legal DMCA issues that's copyright issues, aren't nice things to encounter. But they're a risk of YouTube. If you've done it for any length of time, you probably had to deal with something. Yeah, I got false copyright strikes from, I got one from Metal Jesus Rocks. I've detailed that on my channel before now. This was not the way to deal with the situation, and ultimately that's why it's not going away anytime soon. Some may say a post like this fans the flames, but hey, you get some clicks out of it. But the house is already burning to the ground. Didn't they just move house? Honestly. As YouTubers, we have a responsibility to our audience and a trust that should not be abused. Yeah, you shouldn't just go slagging me off on Twitter either. That's always been part of YouTube for myself and others, and when something like this happens, the splash hits everybody who now suddenly can't go about their business without this shit coming up. Oh, maybe, alright, so it's only just started affecting you for some reason, and that's why you're addressing it now, about 2 months after the event. So it's not just like it affects the people involved, it hurts the entire community and increases divides that shouldn't be there. I wonder if that was given any thought. Oh, there was no thought given. I feel a sense of manipulation here, as no doubt others do. Frankly, it cuts deep. But I can't condone this, or even be seen to. After the knee-jerk reactions upon actually digesting what was there and reflecting on it, it disgusted me on various levels in regards to the content and for other reasons that will remain private. Worst of all, I can't it's affected you financially in some way, no doubt. Worst of all, I can't envisage any scenario that would justify putting a picture of your children out there on a video like that. Certainly not over a nominal fee, not for anything. In all this, I speak for myself and nobody else. I do not wish to speak for other YouTubers, but I do see people speculating as to why some YouTubers have been quiet. So this, I would say, YouTubers are generally pretty eager to defend each other in these situations, myself included. We've seen in cases rather different to this one. We've seen that in cases. I sound like DJC stopping and starting. We've seen that in cases rather different to this one in this community. So what's with the silence? Martin McNeil, who's the photographer, may not necessarily be someone I agree with 100%, but he does have a right to defend his IP. He did not deserve to be treated in such a manner and to have his whole screeds of abuse sent in his direction. In the end, Martin McNeil's another individual creator, and he was painted in a rather unpleasant light for defending his IP. In a case where as much as it might sting, he had a pretty tight argument for use of his photograph not falling under fair use, as I've covered. I doubt that any of us are entirely without sin when it comes to this, of course. We all make mistakes. Well, you asked me. Hey, I'm white knighting for Kim when she's fucking blocked me. We all make mistakes. Unblock me, Kim. Crying out loud. We're all adults here. I like Kim's videos. Won't be watching too many of them in the meantime, though. There's a good one about, I think it was coming up to Christmas 2020, I think, where it was about top 100 ZX Spectrum games or something. I think it was, and it was about 2 hours long. I really enjoyed that. So we all make mistakes, so we could do with brushing up our practices in general. But how we react to these things being highlighted is important. Yes, how reacting, like just not slagging someone off on Twitter and blocking them. Windy pops. And to react in this way by painting someone up to be a financial predator. Again, that's something pretty indefensible in my book. Oh, it's gone big. The actress said to the bishop. I do hope that Top Hat Gaming Man and Lady Decade can see the error of their ways here and try to make amends. It will certainly take time for wounds in the community to heal, but that would help a little when it comes to starting the process. I would hope for this at least. Of course, this could just result in a whole load more shit, which I don't hope for. Either way, something had to be said. So, anyway, she's locked the Twitter thread after a while. That's God, that was only about less than 3 hours later. So he's getting loads of tweets. Yeah, so Lady Decade crying about £400, having no money in front of a 30 grand video game collection. Blah blah blah. Someone white knighting for them. They're both morally reprehensible people lying to and emotionally manipulating their audience in the most disingenuous manner possible. Never mind the fact they're repeat offenders of lifting content. They're a poor reflection of the content creators in our small hobby. I never liked THG, but they're a family with young kids they're trying to support. No one comes out of this looking good, but they're not bad people at the end of the day. Fuck off. Tintin. Film night, wherever that is. Probably a place called Tintin, I imagine. Glad I sold up and jogged on when I did. This community is a cesspit. Well, there you go. No, it isn't to our whole community just because of the actions of one YouTube channel or people who just slag you off and then block you on Twitter. I don't know. Can I really be bothered going through all this? It just sort of seems to just... oh, God, what did they do? I missed it completely. Weeks even after this, I never got the full picture. Well, perhaps you could just, hey, go on my channel, have a good read of it, have a good watch of the videos. Everyone loves me. I don't know what I do to wind some people up, but I don't know. I don't do anything. I think other people have just got issues within themselves, and then they blame me for stuff. So sad motherfuckers. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. So you get the idea. We've gone through the whole what's it before anyway. So I think I've covered it. So yeah, I agree with Kim, but she's blocked me, so I can't tell her that. Maybe she'll see the video and then unblock me. I don't know. Fuck knows. People are strange when you're a stranger. Jim Morrison. I love the Doors. Jim Morrison died in July 1971. I was born in April 1972, 9 months after he died. So if it's possible that the soul of one person can... I must have been conceived around that time. So I wonder if his soul slipped into me and I'm carrying on the Jim Morrison legacy. I mean, I can sing, right? No, I can't sing. Then again, neither could he. Ha ha! Anyway, I'm waffling on now. People say my videos go on too long. I don't care. A lot of people enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, don't watch. Ha! Anyways, I'm all done with this. So, in the meantime, please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all notifications, and cue Genesis.